but you got there in the end.
Yeah, you don't expect anything else from a team that's so well coached and organised with individual quality, and also they can play free. You can see the game for them is a chance to play against Man United, prove themselves, and they made it hard for us. But we, in moments, in periods, we played some fantastic football as well. We defended bravely. We had to. David, I think, is proven again why he's in between the posts. And the goals with Marcus and Anthony is just a joy to watch.
Yeah, just a word on Marcus. Obviously, he scores one and assists as well. I mean, a couple of great moments there.
Yeah, more than a couple. We could have had a few more as well, but the goals were great, and we know they can do that. We know they can do that at any moment. So that's it's exciting to watch. It's exciting to coach. It's exciting to see them want to be better, want to improve. So great.
44 goals between them. I mean, that's a big improvement on last season as well. We must be delighted with that.
Yeah, of course. It's both for them individually, but also as a team. We've created chances, scored more goals. We last the games. You can see towards the end we're fitter and stronger. Last 20-25 minutes were the best ones. So before then it took some time to get going, but very happy.
A couple of tight VAR calls, but I suppose that's what it's. I suppose that ultimately that's what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah, and for once we can say that they worked. And of course, if you're offside with an inch, you're offside, and we're lucky there. And for me, Victor takes the ball, so fine.
Any extra pressure on the fact that I suppose you knew Leicester had won beforehand, so it was kind of must win, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, it's a must win, but then again, it's. We've still got our own performance to think about. The performance will always bring a result, and today the result was probably better than the performance, because at times we hang on, we had to defend well, we had to run a lot, and but we did it. And I have to say, great to see Timothy to last more than 100 minutes out there. He's not played for 16 months, and very pleased for him.
Finally, everyone okay? The short trip back to Manchester.
Yeah, we'll be.
Then Wembley in 2 days' time.
We'll be all right. It is what it is, and these boys.
For more than 3 years, how did it feel?
Feels good. Feels good. I'm happy. I play for the club again, and I'm more happy that we got a win today.
I've seen you play right back, centre back, defensive midfield. I don't recall you playing left back, but do you feel comfortable?
Comfortable was a big word, but I've played there before. I think I made my debut against Arsenal, and I came on as a left back, but I've not been playing there for a long time. But you know, I can play more positions, and I think
it's been a long road back for you from injury, obviously. How did you feel lasting the whole game?
It was hard, but this is what you work such a long time for. I think all these months. For moments like this, because this is football, you know, so every single moment something can happen, and then you have to be ready, especially as at a club like this. So you expect it's a big word, but you have to be ready, and I think I was ready for this moment.
And to play here as well, where you did, where you spent a season, must have been quite special.
Yeah, it's quite special. Every time when I step on this pitch, it has a special feeling, because I had a season here. The club has great people. I had a nice season here, so it's special.
And what did you make of the performance overall? Because they pushed you all the way, but you needed to be pretty gritty tonight.
Yeah, I think they done well. But as I say, for us the most important is that we had the 3 points today.
Yeah. Marcus and Anthony both scoring.
Yeah.
44 goals between them. I mean, they're a threat, aren't they?
Top players, both top players, very good guys as well. A lot of qualities between those two players, so it doesn't surprise me that they keep scoring.
And before the game, obviously Leicester had won. Did you feel any extra pressure? It really was a must-win in the end for United.
No, but we know that if we win every game this season, we are in the Champions League next season. So that's our focus.
Yeah. So you've had a little taste of it again. Are you hungry for more now?
You have to keep going. Definitely.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So that's Timothy Fosu-Mensah there, playing for a first time in a long time. Joe, how do you think he did?
Credit to him, you know, he spoke about being prepared, and, you know, he did ever so well. It's difficult when it's not your natural side, you know, he's better, I would say, and more comfortable, like we touched upon before, at right back or centre back. But, yeah, It's what you want from a fullback, coming in, you know, out from the cold to just steady Eddie, get your foot on the ball, do the basics right, and, you know, he's kept a clean sheet in a very, very good back four tonight.
Yeah, well, do you think this has been his chance to prove to Ole as well, to get his name sort of back into that mix? Because obviously it's quite unfortunate with Brandon and Luke both out. It's quite rare that you have that in the same position, but the fact that he stepped up into that position and played so well today, do you think Ole will be looking at him again for the weekend?
There's no reason not to. You know, we talk about mentality. He was ready, and like I say, he performed very well. So it's a nice little reminder. You know, I can still do it. It's very, very difficult when you are coming in. You know, as a squad player, you often feel when you get given an opportunity, it's a bit like an audition. But he's done terrific tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we will see if he gets onto that team sheet on Sunday when we play in the FA Cup against Chelsea. That's it from us here in the Warwick Suite. Thank you very much, Joe Thompson,
My
for
pleasure.
joining me. I'll hand you back now to Sully, who's with Sammy McElroy in the studio.
Yeah, thanks to Pien and thanks to Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Sammy, it's great to hear from Tim as well, because when you're out of the spotlight for a while, and it was a bad injury, he had ACL, you know,
yeah.
It takes a long time and a lot of hard work to recover. So testament to his work and his dedication to getting back.
Unbelievable, sorry, dedication. It's a nasty injury, that, you know, and to come through that and have the grit and determination to work at it and keep focused. The boy, unbelievable.
And he offers something different, I guess, as well, because he can play in so many positions.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Brandon and Luke jostling for position on one side,
yeah.
Diogo and Aaron there on the other side. Tim can play both.
Well, he can play both, and also he can help out at centre half as well.
Yeah, and in midfield.
And in midfield, a holding centre half. You know, and it's great to have somebody like that in your squad. And Ali will be delighted with that performance tonight for the boy. He must have loads of confidence in him to throw him in.
Yeah.
And in such an important game, and he hasn't let him down.
And how will he be feeling in the morning?
Shattered. He'll have to be helped out of bed, I think.
He's going to be a bit sore, do you think?
No, but he actually said it there. It was hard, you know. He must have felt like his breathing, and he'll be stiff all over the place in the morning. He'll have to come and have a good soak in a bath. Or the masseurs will get on to him and sort him out.
Yeah, it's all about getting ready for the next game, though, and the masseuse and all the team will make sure all of our players are ready. That's it from the studio, but stay with us because we're going to leave you with this Ole Solskjaer's side at 1-0 up. Sammy McElroy in the studio. First goal was always going to be massive, and lovely goal from Marcus to get that all-important first one.
Unbelievable, fantastic finish. Cool, calm and collected in the box there. Other strikers would have rushed the shot there, but he sent the people the wrong way. The goalkeeper didn't know what he was going to do, and it came just at the right time. Both sides have had their moments, fleetingly, not really a lot happening. Zaha in the first minute with that great save from De Gea, and then a few other chances, but great goal at a good time. So
why is it a good time to score just before the break?
Well, it changes the manager's team talk for a start as well. It also rattles the opposition. I mean, Ali had probably gone in and said, listen, you know, we've got to do a wee bit better, especially in the final third. Move it about a bit better and better decisions in the final third. And Hodgson as well, he'd be probably quite happy going in at 0-0,
yeah. Thinking
we've had moments, the goalkeeper has made a couple of good saves, De Gea. Then all of a sudden we go in 1-0 up and he's got to change his team talk, and Palace are still on this shocking run.
Yeah, well, they could have had a penalty. That's what Roy will be probably thinking at half-time. OK, let's get some reaction from Selhurst Park, see what our commentators Ben and Stuart made of it.
Difficult first half for Manchester United, but what a great time to score in the first minute of stoppage time. Fernandes poking it through to Marcus Rashford inside the area. A lovely drag back which wrong-footed the defence, and a really composed finish for his 22nd goal of the season. Palace, though, felt aggrieved. They thought that Zaha should have had a penalty when he went down under the challenge of Victor Lindelof. Nothing given. Palace might have equalised even later in stoppage time. Milivojevic with a free kick from the left corner of the box. Great save by David De Gea, diving to his right. United had struggled to create clear-cut chances, although Maguire had two good headed opportunities off target. Zaha and Ayew made De Gea work. Regulation saves, really, but the one from Milivojevic at the end certainly wasn't a regulation save. How important, Ben, United got that goal there in stoppage time?
Yeah, I mean, we were crying out for an early goal, but I said midway through that half that I would take just the first goal, and we ended up getting that. And I think after the first sort of 10 or 15 minutes were out of the way, they did start to settle themselves down, and it was a lovely little bit of intricate football between Fernandes and Rashford and Martial that allowed the opening for Marcus to put us ahead with, wrong footing 2 defenders and the goalkeeper, and just stroking the ball into an empty net where he could see the gap. But the free kick save from David De Gea was superb, but that needs to be served as a warning for Manchester United that they can't take their eye off it, and they can't give free kicks away in and around the box when they've got people and technicians like Milivojevic who nearly levelled his sides up. And in Wilf Zaha, they've always got somebody who is capable. Not a penalty for me, but it's only 1-0, Stuart, and we really do need to consolidate our position by scoring another 1, if not another 2.
Steve Parish, who's the sort of owner of Crystal Palace, has just put on Twitter, is the VAR broken? Serious question. You don't think it was a penalty, though? I
don't know. I thought it was all right. It might have been slightly clumsy, but I didn't see anything in it, and they didn't even see enough in it to be able to go and review it in the VAR. So Graham Scott let the game go. He wasn't going to get overruled, and I think it was the correct decision.
At the interval, then, Manchester United crucially lead by 1-0.
Contact, Bob.
Well, Sammy was just saying there while listening to that, there was a bit of contact there, but was it a penalty? We probably don't think so, do we?
No, I don't think so. Zaha definitely went for it. Like players, it's happening now these days, so once you get contact in the box, they're going down, hoping for the penalty kick. But no, I think right decision.
Yeah, certainly the right decision was made in our opinion. We may be a little bit biased though. Let's head over to the Warwick and hear what Peen and Joe made of it all.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Well, Joe, it was nervy, wasn't it? 0-0, but we got the goal right on the stroke of half-time. Are you happy with that half-time performance?
Performance was very nervy, like you say. It was quite a shaky start, and there's been a few warnings, particularly with Wilfried Zaha on the break. But the goal was fabulous. The composure from Marcus Rashford was unbelievable, and he took that moment ever so well, and that does change the dynamics and the team talks for both sides leading into half time.
Yeah, do you think we could have been a little bit more clinical, because it seemed as though we were getting our chances right after Crystal Palace were having chances, so we were getting them right on the counter but just weren't able to get there?
No, the game is slowly, as it's progressing, that first half opened up a little bit, and there has been glimmers and moments, but a fabulous finish that Marcus has taken away, and what a wonderful week he's had.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Crystal Palace quite a tall team, but we've had a couple of corners where Harry Maguire's got his head to it. We've been able to win them. Should we take those chances more? He
will be slightly disappointed, particularly with the header up against Sacco. He's directed it very well, he's rose up very well, and he's just not managed to put it away in the corner.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Joe. Well, let's head over to Statman Dave. He's been looking at the first half analysis.
Cheers, Pete. I think the really important part of that first half was the patience Manchester United showed and the control in midfield. It's something that we spoke about pre-game, was controlling that area, not allowing Crystal Palace to break in behind United's defence. For the goal, I thought it was really good movement again from Bruno Fernandes. If we take a look at how he moved, so we had Mason Greenwood at the top of the screen, was on the left-hand side. He was slightly tucked in. We've got Bruno Fernandes made a great move from the left-hand side just inside and was found with a great pass from Scott McTominay into his feet. From that position, of course, Bruno gave the attack a lot of emphasis, combined with Marcus Rashford, who finished so well. We've come to see that from Marcus Rashford, that little instinct to put the defender on his backside and side foot the ball home. We're yet to confirm whether that was a Bruno Fernandes assist, because if it was, it'd be the most successful January signing of all time in terms of goals and assists. But the stats for Marcus Rashford, of course, he scored 17 goals in the league this season. Only one player in Europe's top 5 leagues has managed more under the age of 23, and that is Kylian Mbappe. Of course, Marcus Rashford, a top talent going forward. But anyway, they're my thoughts on the first half. I think patience is going to be really important in the second half. That back three that's made with Scott McTominay, Pogba in that 6th position, controlling the tempo, opening up, will be perfect. So just going to have a quick break here. After that, we'll be joined by Ben and Stuart for the commentary for the second half.